Imagine the endless gray waters of the North Atlantic. Mist rolls in, waves crash like thunder, and from the deep rises something so colossal that even whales, the giants of the ocean, become nothing more than its prey. This is the legend of Cirein-cròin, a sea monster from Scottish mythology so vast and terrifying that entire sagas speak of its hunger. The monster that eats whales. Cirein-cròin is often described in Scottish folklore as a beast of unfathomable size, so large that it required 7 whales just to satisfy its appetite. Think about that. 7 whales, the largest animals known to humankind, devoured merely as a snack. The image is both awe-inspiring and horrifying, giving us a glimpse into how ancient Celtic communities imagined the raw, untamable power of the sea. Unlike the dragons of European folklore or the serpents of Norse myth, Cirein-cròin is less about fire and fury and more about endless hunger. It embodies the fear of the ocean as an insatiable force, a living abyss that could never truly be conquered. The shape-shifting trickster. What makes Cirein-cròin even more fascinating is its ability to disguise itself. In many tales, this leviathan could transform into a tiny silver fish, small enough to be caught by an unsuspecting fisherman. Imagine hauling your net, thrilled at the catch, only to realize that the harmless-looking fish you've taken aboard your boat is actually the avatar of a creature large enough to swallow your vessel whole. This element of shape-shifting connects Cirein-cròin with wider Celtic mythology, where transformation is a common theme. Druids, gods, and monsters alike often shift forms, symbolizing the instability of the natural world and the deceptive face of reality. In this sense, Cirein-cròin was not just a monster, but a warning. The sea can appear calm, even generous, but its true nature is unpredictable, and its depths may hide horrors. Origins in Celtic lore. The first known written mentions of Cirein-cròin come from Scottish Gaelic traditions, collected in folk songs and oral poetry. These were not just scary stories told to children, but part of a cultural framework that explained the dangers of seafaring life. For Celtic communities dependent on the ocean for trade, fishing, and survival, the sea was both a provider and a destroyer. Myths like Cirein-cròin allowed people to personify the dangers of storms, shipwrecks, and the unexplored deep. Instead of describing random tragedy, they described a beast, one so massive that even the strongest swimmers of the sea, the whales, were powerless against it. Symbolism of Cirein-cròin. Every myth carries deeper meaning, and the legend of Cirein-cròin is no exception. Scholars often interpret it as a metaphor for the endless hunger of the sea. Fishermen could never take too much without risking disaster. The fear of the unknown. A creature that could disguise itself reflects how the ocean's surface hides unseen depths. Cycle of life and death. Just as whales consume smaller fish and humans consume the ocean's bounty, the Cirein-cròin consumes even whales. It is the ultimate predator, the reminder that no creature is ever truly safe. It also mirrors myths from other cultures. Compare it to the Leviathan of Jewish lore, the Aspidoxalone of medieval bestiaries, or even the Norse Jörmungandr, all embodiments of chaos and primal fear from the sea. Yet, unlike those creatures, the Scottish monster adds the cunning twist of shape-shifting, making it not just a predator of strength, but of deception. Legacy and modern interpretations. Today, Cirein-cròin is less well-known than other mythical beasts, but it still appears in modern literature, Celtic-inspired fantasy, and even video games. Artists imagine it as a serpentine dragon, a monstrous whale, or a colossal turtle. The details shift, but the essence remains. A predator so vast it consumes the kings of the sea. For Scottish identity, Cirein-cròin remains a reminder of heritage, proof that even on the misty isles, stories of the deep shaped how people viewed the world. It's also a striking example of how myths reflect human anxieties. In this case, the very real dangers of seafaring in the harsh Atlantic. The legend of Cirein-cròin is more than a monster tale. It is a story of scale, deception, and respect for forces beyond human control. Where dragons warn of greed and giants of hubris, Cirein-cròin teaches humility before the sea. So next time you picture the deep ocean, imagine this: a silver fish in your hand, and the chance it's a fragment of something so vast even whales tremble. If the tale of Cirein-cròin chills you, let me know in the comments. Were such myths exaggerations of whale sightings, or pure imagination born of fear? Like this video, share it with mythology lovers, and subscribe for more legends that shaped our world. Until next time, beware what swims beneath the waves.